Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I have decided to again make some changes to this team. I made a couple of pickups this last week, one of whom will be staying and one of whom will be going, but I'm going to be selling 2 cards from the squad today in this video, and I'm going to explain why I'm doing that as well throughout this video. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So first of all, I am going to be selling MJ and LeBron, the 2 greatest players of all time. I know, call me crazy, I get it, but there is a very distinct reason as to why I'm doing this. Number one, I think a lot of y'all know I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. The NBA draft is a week from today as I record this, actually starts next Wednesday, and round 2 will be next Thursday. And around the draft every single year for the last 4 or 5 years, we have gotten next content, which is a content drop centered on the top rookies in the draft, which means we should be seeing Invincible or GOAT or something along those lines of Cooper Flagg here in the next couple of days. Not this weekend, but early next week. I would assume it will probably drop on Wednesday, would be my guess. I think we'll probably get Wednesday content instead of Friday content next week. That's my guess. With that being said, I don't know what position Cooper Flagg will play. I don't think he'll be point guard eligible. It wouldn't be totally shocking. 2K's done some weird stuff before with the next cards. They made Wemby small forward eligible the year he got drafted. 2K's done some weird stuff. They could easily make him point guard eligible, especially with some of the ball handling and skill set stuff that he did in college, but I don't think they will. Either way, I do think he'll probably wind up being a small forward, which means he's going to take LeBron's spot. Bob Pettit is already locked in, so I might as well sell LeBron and make as much MT off of him as I can anyways right now when I'm going to be replacing him with Cooper Flagg. And then the other thing is, as good as GOAT MJ is, I think my team is probably better off, considering I already have 2 point guards in Jokic and Luka, if I just run Luka at point guard, and then I can run Cedric Maxwell at shooting guard. I can run Larry Bird as my backup shooting guard, who's an extremely elite 6'9", really good card with very nice SIGs. I mean, he's got everything you want SIGs and animations wise, besides dribble style, and if you know how to use the De'Aaron Fox push cross, you can still make that work. And I just think realistically, if I can run this team for the next few days, then why would I not? You know what I mean? I know my team isn't quite as great when you look at it like this right now as it would be with MJ and LeBron in there. Those guys are difference-making cards, no doubt about it, but it's still a great squad. I only have 3, I say only, I know that sounds ridiculous to say. I only have 3 million MT. I need to make MT. Cooper Flagg's kind of the final guy that I really want to add to the team this year. After that, I'm sure there'll be another card or 2 that I'll want to add at some point, but I still think this team is spectacular, even as it is right now. And adding Cooper Flagg in for Paul George, it's still going to be spectacular. And I just think realistically, it's in my best interest to sell those cards now for as much as I can get them, especially with Season 8 about to begin. We are going into Season 8, and Season 8 is going to be crazy. Lots of GOAT cards, lots of crazy rewards, lots of crazy everything, to be totally honest. It's going to be pretty insane. So I want to make sure I have my MT saved up. Now, I overpaid for this Braun a couple weeks ago, and I understand I'm going to lose over 1 million MT on him, and it kind of is what it is. I just hope I make as much as possible. I'm also recording this video, just so y'all know, on Wednesday, not on Thursday. The reason that I'm doing that is because I'm dropping it on Thursday, and I want to make sure I take advantage of selling these cards before leaks happen on Thursday, because leaks could easily drop these cards prices. But the honest truth is, both MJ and LeBron have pretty good gaps right now, about an hour minimum between the last one that's on the auction house. And so I'm probably going to make decent MT if I get lucky at all. I bought MJ for sub 2 mil. So if I get over 2 mil for MJ, that could be legitimately like profit or even break even. And honestly, I kind of just bought him to do a video on him, I'll be totally honest, and to use him a little bit. I wasn't ever really planning on keeping him long term, and I'm willing to eat a couple 100,000 MT of loss if that is what happens with that MJ card, because I got a couple videos out of him. So it was good for me content wise. I do a lot of that where it comes to recently. I've just been buying cards for content, partially because it gives me good videos that people are interested in playing the game and stuff, and debuting cards and things like that. So with that being said, I'm going to sell both of these guys here in this video. Hopefully we make good MT. Again, like I said, both of them have nice time slots right now to be sold, and fingers crossed this winds up working out at least decently and we make half decent profit. If I can be, let's think, I want close to 2 mil for a 40 legend Braun. I want 2 mil for MJ. I'm not going to be at 7 mil. If I was at 7 mil, I'd be super excited. Honestly, over 6.5 would be pretty good, I think. I'm not going to be extremely overly picky, I don't think, in terms of how much these cards sell for, but hopefully it winds up being a good amount because I'm going to need the MT. Cooper Flagg's not going to be cheap. I can guarantee all that. And obviously I want to still have MT left over to make other changes to the team as season 8 progresses for content and stuff. So with that being said, I still do have, even after selling MJ, I have sellable Luka, sellable Dikembe, sellable Taco, sellable Yao. I've got some pieces to sell and I'll probably have close to 7 million MT again. Also probably just going to go through this collection once and for all, which I never really did, and sell a lot of stuff to make extra MT, sell the spare cards and things that are sellable, all that type of thing. And we should be able to make pretty good MT and have a good stack of MT. So with that being said, goodbye MJ, goodbye Braun. I'll see y'all in 4 hours. We will see how much they sell for. I'll be back then and we will recap what happened. Alrighty, y'all, I am finally back. It has been like 8 hours, not 4, but I haven't been on my account all day. So these cards have definitely sold again. I think what I said I was hoping for, I don't remember exactly, but it was something around 2 mil each, if I remember correctly. I got a comment that I saw after I posted these cards today from somebody who told me that they sold their GOAT MJ for 2.75 mil, which is kind of crazy, and I'm really hoping that my MJ sells for something anywhere close to that. That would be absolutely fire. I would be very, very excited about that. I don't think that will be the case, but we'll see. Wow, GOAT Broad, or 100 overall Broad is really pretty cheap now. I probably didn't get 2 mil for him, did I? Dang. Okay, well, I knew I overbid it on him when I bought him in the first place. That was a mistake. I got to be smarter with my MT. I really do. Okay, maybe don't try to buy the card the day they come out, especially not a fully badged version of them. It's just not a good idea. But again, our team is looking pretty good, so I'm not super concerned regardless. We'll have plenty of MT, I would think, to get Cooper Flagg, assuming 2K doesn't do something scummy with him. I really hope they don't. And you know what? Let's bite the bullet. See what we got. 3, 2, 1. You know what? I'll take it. MJ sold for about what I thought he was going to. I lose about 100K. I'm not that worried about that. In all honesty, I paid a little over 1.9. I'm going to get back a little over 1.8. Really not that concerned about that. I did that for a video. Anyway, I knew there was a good chance I was going to lose a little bit of MT. That is fine. Now, did I lose a lot of MT on LeBron? Yes, I did. Very unfortunate. I spent way too much MT on him in the first place. I spent like 3 million MT. So I lost a lot of MT, over 1.5 mil on him for having him for a couple weeks. Really unfortunate, poor decision by me, but hopefully that's something that y'all can learn from as well. Maybe don't be so irrational. Don't just bid on a card because you have the MT, even if it's not a card to this MT scale. But either way, we're not going to have as much as I would like. We'll still be over 6, which is good, but it's not going to be quite as much as I would like it to be. And you know what? At the end of the day, it is what it is. Either way, we have 6.2 million MT with a very, very good team still. It's funny because I see people comment like, oh, you've turned this team into a budget squad. I don't know what team y'all are looking at, but even with those 2 cards sold, this is certainly not that. You got the best point guard in the game, the best small forward in the game, one of the best cards in the game, one of the glitchiest cards in the game right here. The 3 Dark Matters that are actually in my 10-man rotation, and Seti, Dikembe, and Taco are the 3 best Dark Matters in the game, and they're all top 5 players at their position. And then I don't know. I think this team is absolutely cold. Yes, it could be improved upon in a couple areas, and hopefully we'll be able to do that here shortly. But I thought it was probably best to sell MJ and Braun just to stack MT, because at the end of the day, I'm going to want to have it very soon. And whether that's this weekend or not, I'm not totally sure, but it should be here in the very near future either way. So with that being said, we are prepared for this weekend's content and next weekend's next content. More importantly, now I'm probably going to go through my collection even more here and just sell all the shoes and all the extra players that are sitting in this collection, because there are a lot of them that aren't locked in and stuff and are not unsellable. There's a lot of lower tier cards I can go through here and sell. I'm going to make a lot of MT going through and selling a lot of stuff here over the next week or so to prepare ourselves for that as well. And we'll see where we end up. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.